Afghanistan's epic history. From ancient civilizations to modern times, Afghanistan's history is a rich and complex tapestry, interwoven with the threads of diverse civilizations, cultural exchanges, and profound transformations. Situated at the crossroads of Central and South Asia, Afghanistan has long been a pivotal region where various empires have flourished and fallen, leaving behind an indelible mark on its cultural and historical landscape. This narrative begins over 5,000 years ago with the rise of ancient civilizations in the area, particularly the Indus Valley Civilization around 2500 BCE. This early urban culture, primarily based in present-day Pakistan and northwest India, extended its influence into parts of what is now Afghanistan. The archaeological site of Balkh, known as Bactria in antiquity, stands as a testament to this rich heritage, showcasing advanced urban planning, trade networks, and agricultural innovations. As centuries passed, the region witnessed the emergence of several notable empires. The Achaemenid Empire of Persia, which rose in the 6th century BCE, integrated Afghanistan into its vast realm. This era brought with it the spread of Zoroastrianism, the state religion, which influenced the region's spiritual landscape. Following the Achaemenids, Alexander the Great's conquest in the 4th century BCE further shaped Afghanistan's trajectory. His campaigns led to the establishment of Greek settlements, introducing Hellenistic culture, philosophy, and arts to the region. The city of Ai-Khanoum, founded by Greek colonists, emerged as a center of learning and cultural exchange, blending Greek and local traditions. The subsequent rise of the Mauryan Empire in the 3rd century BCE marked another significant chapter in Afghanistan's history. Under the reign of Ashoka, Buddhism spread throughout the region, leading to the construction of stupas and monasteries, particularly in the eastern provinces. This period fostered a thriving cultural environment, where the arts flourished, and trade along the Silk Road facilitated exchanges between distant civilizations. The Kushan Empire, which followed, furthered this cultural synthesis. The Kushans played a critical role in promoting Buddhism, leading to the creation of iconic artworks such as the Gandhara sculptures, which beautifully illustrate the fusion of Greco-Buddhist artistic styles. The arrival of Islam in the 7th century ushered in a new era, profoundly transforming Afghanistan's cultural and religious landscape. The Umayyad Caliphate initially spread Islam through military conquests, but it was the subsequent Abbasid era that saw a flourishing of knowledge and culture. Cities like Herat and Balkh became vibrant centers of learning, where scholars engaged in various disciplines, including mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. This intellectual renaissance was epitomized by figures such as al-Biruni and Omar Khayyam, whose contributions continue to resonate today. However, Afghanistan's strategic location made it susceptible to invasions and conquests. The Mongol invasions of the 13th century, led by Genghis Khan, devastated the region, leading to widespread destruction and significant loss of life. Despite this, Afghanistan eventually recovered, and the Timurid Empire in the 14th and 15th centuries brought a resurgence of cultural and artistic achievements. Under the patronage of Timur and his descendants, cities like Samarkand and Herat became beacons of art, architecture, and literature, attracting artists, poets, and scholars from across the region. The 19th century marked a tumultuous period in Afghanistan's history as it became a focal point in the Great Game, a geopolitical struggle between the British Empire and Russia. The First Anglo-Afghan War, 1839–1842, ended in disaster for the British, resulting in a complete withdrawal and heavy casualties. The second conflict, however, established British influence in the region, setting the stage for internal strife and resistance. Afghan leaders like Sher Ali Khan emerged as symbols of resistance against foreign interference, striving to maintain the nation's sovereignty. The early 20th century brought modernization efforts led by King Amanullah Khan, who sought to reform the political and social structures of Afghanistan. His vision included promoting education, women's rights, and economic development. However, these ambitious reforms faced significant opposition from traditionalist factions, leading to political unrest and ultimately, his abdication in 1929. The subsequent years saw a series of political upheavals, culminating in a monarchy that struggled to unify the diverse ethnic groups within the country. The mid-20th century ushered in a period of relative stability, but the 1970s brought new challenges as the Cold War intensified. The communist coup of 1978, backed by the Soviet Union, led to widespread resistance from various factions, including the Mujahideen, who received support from the United States and its allies. The Soviet invasion in 1979 ignited a decade-long conflict that devastated the country, displacing millions and resulting in significant loss of life. The war also transformed Afghanistan into a battleground for superpowers, deeply entrenching ideological divides. Following the Soviet withdrawal in 1989, Afghanistan plunged into a civil war as various factions vied for power. This chaotic period saw the rise of the Taliban, an Islamist militant group that emerged in the mid-1990s, promising stability amid the violence. Their regime, marked by a strict interpretation of Islamic law, led to severe human rights abuses, particularly against women and ethnic minorities. The Taliban's rule also stifled artistic and cultural expression, further isolating Afghanistan from the international community. The events of September 11, 2001, prompted a dramatic shift in Afghanistan's fate. The U.S. invasion aimed to dismantle the Taliban regime and eliminate the al-Qaeda threat. While the initial military intervention succeeded in toppling the Taliban, the ensuing years were marked by ongoing conflict, insurgency, and attempts at nation-building. International efforts to establish a democratic government faced numerous challenges, including corruption, security issues, and the resilience of the Taliban, which regrouped and continued to wage war against Afghan and coalition forces. In the following years, Afghanistan grappled with the complexities of rebuilding its infrastructure and institutions. The efforts of various non-governmental organizations and international bodies aimed to improve education, healthcare, and women's rights, yet progress remained inconsistent. The 2010s saw a resurgence of violence, and the withdrawal of U.S. troops in 2021 led to the rapid takeover of the Taliban once again, raising questions about the future of the nation. Today, Afghanistan stands at a crossroads, with its rich and tumultuous history deeply informing its present and future. The nation is a mosaic of ethnic groups, cultures, and languages, each contributing to its identity. Despite the challenges it faces, the legacy of ancient civilizations, the resilience of its people, and the vibrant cultural heritage continue to shine through. As Afghanistan strives for stability and peace, its epic history serves as a reminder of both